watched my sister Brooke snatch the biggest rap box from my daughter Mia's hands and hurl it straight at the living room wall. The $129 remote control truck smashed into pieces, wheels spinning across the carpet. Mia's scream cut through the party noise like a knife. Balloons bobbed above us, and the smell of vanilla cake still floated in from the kitchen, but everything went dead quiet. What the hell is wrong with you? I yelled, my voice cracking as I stepped forward. Brooke threw her head back and laughed that wild, high-pitched laugh that always made my skin crawl. Oh, come on, Sarah. It's just a joke. Mia's 9 now. Time she learned the world isn't all new toys and happy birthdays. She grabbed the next gift, a $67 dollhouse set Mia had circled in the catalog for months, and smashed it too. Plastic walls cracked and tiny furniture scattered everywhere. See? Now she can build it from the ground up like the rest of us. My hands shook so bad I could barely clench them. The sticky red punch from the spilled cooler mixed with the broken plastic on the floor, and kids who had been chasing each other with party hats now stood frozen against the couch. I tried to pull Brooke back, but she shoved my arm away hard. Why are you always spoiling her, Sarah? You throw these big parties with 20 people and think you're better than everyone. Makes me sick how perfect you act. My uncle leaned back in the recliner, chips still in his hand, and chuckled like it was a comedy show. Lighten up, girls. It's just a joke. Brooke's always been the fun one of these things. Mom rushed straight to Brooke and rubbed her shoulder instead of going to Mia, who was sobbing into her hands. Sarah, honey, don't make a big scene on the girls' day. Your sister's just playing around. You've always been too sensitive about everything, even when you were little. That's the thing about families in this country. We let one person wreck everything and still smile, because that's just how they are. Even when it shatters a kid's whole birthday, the air felt thicker, like the AC couldn't keep up with the heat rising in my chest. Sweat soaked the back of my shirt, and my heart hammered so fast I could hear it in my ears. I wanted to scream or grab her, but my legs felt stuck to the floor. All I could think was, not today, not in front of my daughter. Then Dad stood up slow from his chair in the corner, like every move hurt. He twisted off his heavy gold college ring from 1978, the one he never took off, and slammed it on the coffee table. The metallic clang made the whole room jump. I'm done, he said, his voice low but sharp enough to cut glass. Done pretending this is okay. Done watching my daughter and granddaughter get hurt, while we all make excuses for Brooke. Brooke's face went white. Dad, you were just destroying your niece's birthday because you can't stand seeing anyone else happy. Dad cut her off. Just like you destroyed Sarah's shot at nursing school back in 2012. She got accepted with a full scholarship that covered $14,800 in tuition and books. I found the letter stuffed in your old desk drawer 3 months after Sarah thought she got rejected and started working double shifts at the diner instead. The room tilted. My knees went weak. 13 years. 13 years I believed I wasn't good enough, but the program was out of my reach. So I stayed stuck in dead-end jobs while raising Mia alone. That's not. Mom started quickly. It is true. Dad said, his eyes wet now. Just like Brooke told your fiancé Jake in 2019 that you were still seeing your ex and planning to leave him. That's why he called off the engagement 2 days before the venue deposit was due. And don't forget the $3,650 check Grandma left specifically for you in her will in 2021. But Brooke forged your name on it and used every penny for her trip to Florida. Each word landed like a slap. The broken toys on the floor blurred through the tears I refused to let fall. Every mischance at a better job. Every relationship that ended for no reason. Every time I told myself I just wasn't lucky. It all clicked into place now. Why? I whispered, staring right at Brooke. My throat burned and my hands wouldn't stop shaking. Her face twisted up with rage. Because it was always so easy for you. Perfect grades. Dad bragging about you nonstop. The cute daughter. The nice house. I was always second best because you existed. I could never catch up as long as you were around. That wasn't about Sarah, Dad said, his voice steady and cold. That was about your choices, Brooke. Every time you hurt her, you pushed this family away. Richard, that's enough. Mom snapped, stepping between them. You're turning the whole family against each other over a few broken toys on a birthday. That shout made everyone flinch. Your granddaughter is crying in the middle of all this wreckage, and you're still worried about Brooke's feelings? Brooke, you need real help, therapy, whatever it takes. Until you get it and make actual amends, you're not welcome at any family gathering. Not Thanksgiving, not Christmas, not Mia's next birthday. Nothing. Mom crossed her arms tight. So what? You're just kicking her out like that. Dad looked at her straight on. I'm not kicking anyone. But if you keep choosing to cover for this, then I'm done too. Sarah, Mia, get your things. We're leaving. Linda, I'll be at the motel on Route 9, room 214. If you ever decide family means protecting the ones who need it most. He walked out without another word. I grabbed Mia's hand, her small fingers sticky from cake and tears, and followed him into the driveway. The crunch of plastic under my shoes echoed in my head the whole way to I in the car. Mia finally quieted against my shoulder, but my mind wouldn't stop replaying every sabotage Dad had named. The stress from that moment, the pounding heart, the sweat, the sick feeling in my gut, it all settled into something sharper. Anger that had been waiting 13 years. 3 months later, on October 18th, I sat at my kitchen table staring at Dad's transfer of $24,675 into the new account he set up. His note read, for the nursing program you missed. This time, no one hides anything. I filled out the online application that same night, fingers steady on the keyboard for the first time since the party. No shaking, no sweat, just me hitting submit. Weeks went by. On November 5th, the email hit my inbox. Congratulations, Sarah. You've been accepted into the accelerated RN program starting January 2026. Your $15,200 scholarship is approved. I texted Dad right away. I got in. For real this time. He called me in seconds, voice cracking with tears. That's my girl. You finally get what you tried to take. That night I sat Mia down and said, Mommy's going back to school. It'll mean late study nights and some hard days, but we'll figure it out together. Will Grandma visit sometimes? She asked, eyes wide. Maybe one day, if things change, I told her. But right now it's you and me building something new. Mom had texted a couple times. I miss you and Mia. Can we talk? I stared at the words. 3 months ago I would have said yes just to keep the peace. Instead I typed, when Brooke gets real help and shows it, we'll see. Not before. Your own sister can steal more of your future than any stranger on the street, and the family will still call you the sensitive one for finally saying no. I blocked Brooke's number after her last angry text calling me selfish. She showed up at my door once, banging and yelling, but I kept it locked and waited until she left. Turns out the best revenge wasn't yelling back or smashing anything. It was watching her stay stuck while I finally walked into the life she spent 13 years trying to break.